There are 4,218 PS2 games, and I've got to beat every one of them. I've got to own the game because I'm playing on the original hardware, but I've beefed it up using a RetroTink 5X, some component cables, and more to come soon. Can I do this before I die of old age? I hope so. Downhill Domination was developed by Incog Inc. and released on July 22nd, 2003, and almost a year later again in the PAL region. Reviews were favorable, and it was eventually released in Japan, being renamed to Roaring Mountain Bikers. Being the first downhill mountain bike racing game, can I survive long enough to come in first? Let's check it out. It's a good thing I had kids before I rode my bike down a bunch of different hills and crushed my poor balls and taint against the seat of this bike. I guess that's opposed to breaking every single bone in my body when I botch a landing or slam into some random object. This game gets a 1 out of 10 for realism. And honestly, that's a really good thing, because if this game was any more realistic, it wouldn't be as fun. I mean, I can't ever remember a time I attached a rocket to my bike and set myself flying off into the distance down a hill. Which I guess isn't any more surprising than magically appearing on top of my bike after I crash to then go back down the hill and smash myself into more shit. So what exactly does it take to beat this game, eh? Picking one character and winning 24 races total. Once you get to the end, you get credits. That's a great way to finish a game. But it wasn't just enough to finish it. No, I had to teabag the shit out of it. In fact, the character I picked's name is Teabag, so it works perfectly. Now imagine for a second, there's no advertisements from eBay or Mountain Dew whizzing past your head as you go down the steepest hills known to man, pedaling your bike just as fast as your little legs can pedal them. Think about the huge air you get and all the tricks you'll pull so that you get enough energy to pedal faster, because you can't just pedal faster. If you don't do tricks while you're going down this dangerous hill, you aren't going anywhere. And what is this, amateur hour? We're not going to go down the easiest path down the mountain. No, we're going to look for the black diamond path, which is the hardest path and gives us more energy to pedal even faster. Now, aside from demolishing ourselves against the face of a rock wall, what else can we do? Well, there's these weird floating pickups in the environment, like extra stamina to pedal faster. This orange one makes it so you magically appear back on your bike. There's a red one that's a rocket that literally sends you careening off the side of the cliff. And honestly, you need each and every one of these power-ups because the AI is relentless and they just ride on your ass and destroy you. I didn't know how much I could hate an AI bike rider, but I really do. Luckily for me, there's a way to take care of them very easily. Why, you can kick them with your leg, you can hit them with your bike, you can swing a pipe at them, or if you happen to get lucky enough, you can earn yourself a bottle that will auto-lock onto the closest enemy and smash over their poor little heads, making them tear all the flesh from their legs, sliding down that hill, desperately trying to get back on their bike just to win the race. But the bottles aren't the only thing that'll knock your ass off the bike. No, tons of different turns, trees, buildings, rockets, rocks, anything you can think of is going to be in your way as you make split-second decisions because everything comes at you so fast there's just no way to process it quick enough. But that is the exact beauty of this game. It's quick, it's visceral, and it's just downright fun. Don't forget to pull those tricks, because like I said earlier, doing tricks during a race earns you energy to pedal faster, but it also earns you money. And you can spend money on new parts for your bikes, and new outfits, and those can all help you ride faster and better. And you're gonna need to learn to ride better, because some of these tracks, even though they're short, are extremely difficult to race with only a couple racers on it with you. But then the longer ones, you have so many chances to mess up, and you better not. You see, the AI in this game doesn't really have rubber banding, not like normal games, where if you get too far ahead, the AI will just suddenly catch up to you so that there's a challenge. You are fighting tooth and nail the entire time because the AI is just good enough at traversing the racetrack itself that you're never going to be that far ahead. And if you are, you fucking deserve it. Now, this game overall was short for me because I'm only looking to get to the credits before I beat the game. Once I do, that's it. However, there are more things after the game to get. You have racers to unlock, you have new bikes and parts to get, you even have some extra racetracks that have special challenges like jumping very high in the air and doing tricks to land in a special spot to get extra points. That means I'm going to keep this video short and I'm going to end it right here. This game is definitely a 9.5 out of 10, especially for a racing game. It's so fun, it's really not expensive, and anyone who picks it up can just play and have a good time. Before I end, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who watched the video. I know it's short, but it's a short game and it's very good. So I didn't really have a lot of bad things to say or a lot more to say other than this game is totally worth a play. Let me also thank the members of both Patreon and YouTube, starting with YouTube. Our members are Cam Basic Brit, Lucidity Dark, Rocket, Ilka, or Uranium Donut, Zooming Zorark, and Delaney. And on the Patreon side, we have Johnny Baghead, Jay Hank, Lucas Nicholas, James Fan, Hyper Veritas, Valerie, T-Roy, and Laney. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And I will see everyone for the next video, which will be God Hand.